Hey, what's up, good people? How you doing? Welcome back to Stock Up with Larry Jones. Listen, do us a favor and come join the family, and do yourself a favor and come join the family by hitting that like, subscribe, and notification bell in your lower right hand corner. All right. And if you're on your cell phone, make sure you check that all bell. Let's just go over stock, and we will be discussing crypto later on today. Let's get right into it, good people. Make sure you hit those notification bells, okay? All right, so Washington, at the time that you see this, will be voting on or have already voted on a ban on TikTok, okay? That's supposed to hit the House first, and then we're going to move to the Senate, all right? So it's moving it's moving fast. It's supposed to get approved in the House and then move on to the Senate. Of course, you know, all of these politicians are afraid of their children and the hell they're going to catch when they get home. Politicians are switching from against and oppose, including the presidents, the former president and current president are going back and forth for or against, okay? And so they are both playing politics, all right? Let's just keep it real. Let's be fair on all sides, all right? Let's keep it going. We had CPI yesterday, Consumer Price Index, okay? We had it on Tuesday. As you read here, the Labor Department Bureau of Labor Statistics released its latest readings on the Consumer Price Index on Tuesday at 8:30, blah, 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 including food and energy. The increase for core inflation is forecast at 0.3 gain, also 1/10 of a percent point above the previous month. All right, so here's what is confusing to a lot of people, right? Here's what's confusing to a lot of people. Inflation's resilience almost certain will assume no Fed rate cuts as its meeting on April 30th to May 1st and possibly into summer. So now they're talking about June. Okay, they're talking about June. It was that, you know, at first bad news was bad news, good news was good news, and then it went into an area where good news was bad news and vice versa. And so now remember that CPI core inflation measures the rate of change, right? So it could still be high inflation, but the markets can react positively and vice versa. So always pay attention to what the market tells you when CPI comes out. So I was watching the pre-markets on Tuesday morning, and the pre-markets, as soon as the data came out, took a dump by 100 points, especially the Dow. And then when it deciphered what the CPI data actually meant, it actually popped up, jumped up in the pre-markets before opening bell. All right. So that's what I pay attention to, what the market is saying. Does it like it or not? Right. So let's go into Tesla. We're going to keep this one running. Okay. Right. So Tesla. Wells Fargo downgrades Tesla, sees electric vehicle stock dropping nearly 30% from here. Oh no. So Tesla has been ticking down. Now, just because Wells Fargo says that doesn't mean that that's the reality of it. As you can see right now, Tesla at the time of recording this is at 177, all right? Even in the pre-markets, it's down 2.5%. But as you could see, Tesla has been on this seesaw, right? 176 to 180-ish, okay? So 175 to 180. It's been on this seesaw all week, right? And so I always grab a little at like 175, and I just grab a little more. Now, like I said in an earlier video, I am accumulating 25% of my overall positions now on Tesla. 25%. Why? Because if the former president wins the election, electric vehicles are going to be in trouble. Now, they're not going away. Don't get it twisted. They're never going away. Okay, you may not ever drive an electric vehicle, but your children will, and your children's children will, and they will figure out this infrastructure. They will partner with gas stations, and gas stations will also be having charging stations. That's what I believe. Anything I say is not suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell, but this is what I believe. So when are we going to buy it? When it's beat down. So I'm getting 25% of my positions now, and then the other 75 after the election. You tell me what you're doing with your Tesla stock, all right? So let's go back to it. As we could see, we had a huge drop off here. Look at that, 202 all the way down 13% in the last month, and year to date, it is performing horribly. Now, if you would have showed this chart to anyone in 2021 especially, they would say you must be crazy. Never Tesla. Never, ever Tesla. Now, let's talk about NVDA. NVIDIA is another stock. So what's happening with NVIDIA is the new Tesla. I've been saying that NVIDIA is the new Tesla. People are falling out of love with Tesla, moved over into NVIDIA. And if you look at charts, you could see a complete inversion. I want to look at it now. Remember a few days ago, last week I did it, and it was a literally 180% inversion. All right. So look at this. Dear NVIDIA stock fans, mark your calendars for March 18th. Remember that date, March 18th. Why? They have their GTC conference, okay? And in this conference, for those that are excited about it, it could move up until this conference. Now, there was a sell-off, and that sell-off might have been the best time for you to buy it. We discussed this in the Discord. That was discussed in the Discord. I believe Stocks with Josh brought up that was a great buy zone for NVIDIA. So check it out. All right, let's look at NVIDIA. NVIDIA, as we could see, is pretty much flat. But if we go to the 5-day, it's up. So look, here's where it ran up to 976. And look at that. It fell 10% and then 12% even. And then people were singing, "Where is the love? Where is the love?" But good people, look at this. Still up 27% for the month, and still up 90, almost 91%. Look at that for year to date. Okay, so it is still a banger, and it is still a force to be reckoned with. Of course, when it was in the 400s, under 500, I was saying, and a lot of you guys have been saying, it's $1,000 stock. Now, here's a stock that I'm accumulating that I believe one day will be massive. I believe you will have massive gains, and I've been dollar cost averaging in it. All right. And it is Palantir. Palantir is that stock. It's just that stock. For those of you that know what Palantir does, we keep having all of these major companies getting these security breaches and all of that. Palantir, I believe, is one of those companies that's going to be massive for a number of reasons. Number one, it's a small cap stocks, and small caps have yet to really explode. Why? Small caps don't perform well with high interest rates. When the Fed eventually does start lowering interest rates, then stocks like these, and this is in my small cap portfolio, will start to perform well. The good companies, okay? And they keep doing really well, right, with their earnings, and they keep signing, they keep signing new agreements and getting new contracts. So look at this report here. Palantir Technology stock has a 42% upside. Look at that. According to one Wall Street analyst, is the stock a buy at a 2-year high? That's the question. Where do you buy Palantir? Me, with this one, it's easy. It's a dollar cost average for me, right? It's just a dollar cost average. And when it goes down, I buy more. When it goes up, I buy less. And if you could see, for the month, it's still up. Year to date, it's up almost 50%. Palantir is that one, I believe, that a lot of you guys are going to wish you had been loading up. And I am still up over 100 and in my Palantir, because I've been accumulating at this higher dollar rate, I was up 160%, and now my my percentage is lower because I've been buying at a higher rate. I want to discuss that with you guys, especially for those of you that are new. But before I discuss that, I want you guys to know, if you really want to knock the ball out of the park, come and join the Stock Squad. Listen, Keenan Grace, Stock Mo, Stocks with Josh, and myself are giving you guys the best plays that we have in real time. We see something, we go into a play, whether it's an option or a stock, we snap it, we run right to the Discord and we post it. Why? So you guys can partake of it in real time, right? Whether we're out, because we have it on our phones, you can get instant, and then we go in and we talk to you guys, we answer some questions, that type of deal. So if you really want to win, come in, join the Stock Squad, because that's where the pure fire is. And I suggest that everyone in the Stock Squad, everyone, this is what I suggest. Come and join this, okay? Unless you're an expert trader, come and join Stock Up You, where you're also, this is totally different, you're also going to get me teaching basic fundamentals with the stock market. Josh is going to teach you charting, okay? Knowing when to buy and when to sell, and how for beginners, how to read charts, and for beginners and options. And then of course, I have a crypto chapter to show you how to win in the end, okay? So this is what I want to briefly say about stocks that you have been killing it in. Let's say you bought some stocks and you're up 100%. All right, let's just use 100%. And you don't want to mess up that average. This is for those of you that are new. I've been there before. You don't want to mess up that average by buying a stock at a higher rate. So what you do is you slow down and you don't buy it. It's a psychological thing. Excuse me. A psychological thing for some of you guys. And I get it. I used to be there. All right. And this is important. It may seem trivial, but it's very important. Okay. But I am going to take the S&P 500 and use it as an example, right? So let's say you're right here. You've been dollar cost averaging from here to here, and you're up 50%. And now you don't want to mess up that nice round number. Let me know if this was you when you started out, or if this is you now, right? But it is important that you can continue to dollar cost average or buy on the way up if the stock is going to double, triple, or quadruple from here over the next 10 years. So forget about your percentage, because remember, the more money you have in, if it doubles, the more money you're going to have. So what will happen is you'll miss out on this run because you say, hey, I got enough, right? So look, I'm going to go to the 5-year. Look at that. Tell me when you shouldn't have been investing, right? Let's go to Max. Show me in this chart when you should have not continued to buy, and I'll show you where you missed out. So let's get those round numbers out of our head. Leave me a comment if this has been you. This used to be me, where, hey, look, I'm up 150%. I'm not going to, because if I buy some at this higher rate, then it's going to mess up my average. You know what? It's going to make you more money in the end. And that's how long-term traders are, creating generational wealth. Okay. So guys, remember 2 things. All right. I want you to check out, come join that Stock Squad and kill it like everybody in the Stock Squad. If you're in the Stock Squad, leave me a heart in the chat. Okay. And then Stock Up You, come and join and get this. Listen, this is what we're going to do. We're going to give you over 50% off, right? And Uncle Larry is going to pay your taxes, all right? So whatever you see at the checkout, that's what you pay, all right? Hey, come and join us later today for our crypto update, because something really crazy happened on yesterday, all right? I love you guys. Live, love, laugh, and learn. Check out those links.